Superman! You are a cartoon character! In the air to right field, towards the corner. It's back! It's gone! Welcome to San Diego! The boys are having fun tonight. Strike three! Dodgers have won it all!
Red to left field and a bat flip amidst the flashing lights.
Hey everybody, Heidi Watney here. Welcome to the show.
Since you don't love me, hey, I'm guessing I'ma be okay. Since you don't feel me now, I feel like I'ma live somehow.
Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me.
God, the God parted is Tokyo and I'm Godzilla. Playing blackjack versus dead, you're on the car dealer. Just bought a demon, I'm screaming about the car dealer. The last temptation of Mike, but I'm a God digger. Tell me as a Bob that the God don't need a job, and if I did, the oligarchs would be missing the when I'm gone. This is Bonaparte and he paired with Tucson, and they went on a world conquest. Tear you from need apart. Michael remains dead, but still virtuous. Wait to make a penny, you found out the church services. Not a holy man, but a moral in my perverseness. So I support workers unionizing their services.
You say that you don't love me. Hey, I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much.
Born from the ether, I just appeared out of cloud. Screaming late the world. Drake was coming out like you break me. I watch my mouth shot, he don't pronounce my name correct. Rules will gotta be rules, any exceptions, and I'm not a leader. Think in the box and I get him, I fix the shot as if I eat a donut hole. They'll get to the crib and quickly. I watch my mouth when I'm finished watching y'all suck clock. Don't doubt you put an ounce of that evil on me, I'm flipping Ricky. I give an inch to you simps, I'll never forgive me. Not saying it's a conspiracy, but you're all against me. You see a future with Runner Jules ain't the shit, but cancel my trip, turn the time machine back around a sense.
You say that you don't love me. Hey, I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much.
Every child, woman and man, opinion don't matter, stick to your plan. If they judge, still don't budge. Don't give an inch, don't give a nudge. Life will leave you battered and bent. Lose a wig, got a hold of your chin. And I put it on Jamie and me. We just gave you inspiration for free. The money
Never meant much. Fire in my lungs, I'm spun, walking on wire, in delirium, and higher and higher. Can you let this forever? Go at this forever, but just one last ride. Gravity's pulling me down. This time I got myself found, but just before I turn out the lights, tonight I can't stop it for nothing. My
off the Orange Freeway. We're here live from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, a contest from the AL West between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Ronald Acuna will try to write his name in history books and break the single-season home run record. Next. Julio Urias, Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
Here's the first pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me, and it's eye-popping, is the fact that this team leads the league in slugging percentage. And they do it in a variety of different ways. It's just not the long ball. Ton of guys in this lineup that can move the ball into gaps, take extra bases. Just great offensive approaches up and down. Be on the lookout for some guys looking to do some serious damage today.
He's set, and the pitch. Center base hit, and this one will bounce into the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away.
In 2 pitches, you can see how quickly your fortunes can change in this game. First pitch of the game, no problem. He gets it out. Second pitch, it gets laced to the outfield for a double.
Next to stand in is George Brett. Comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
Yeah, and he's really put together a great season in the power categories. I know it's not over yet, but I'm excited to see how he finishes down the stretch.
Dero, what's been amazing to me is how consistent he's been through the beginning of the season, and that's where we're at right now. Expect him to finish the season strong. He's having a terrific year.
These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been the best of times, Dero. They've lost the first 3 games of this set at home, and the last thing you want to do is get swept in a 4-game series at home. You need to win this one.
Yeah, it can't happen. You can't get swept 4 games in a row on your home turf. Watch for the manager to make. He's going to make moves, and he's going to make them quick. I don't know what they're going to be pitching, hit and run. Something's happening today.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Good pitch there. That was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutcheon, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Ready with the 1-0. Hit to short. Bichette's got it. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. The A's strand 1. A's 0. Angels coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, this guy was really good in his last one. Earned the win in his last start, pitching into the 8th inning. We'll see if he can give them another strong start in this one.
Next up, Roberto Clemente. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, Dero? You've been on some good teams. Not to lose focus at this point of the year. Keep the big picture inside, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that one-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy is one of the great hitters of all time. 300 batting average with 300 home runs. That is a tremendous combo. He's a fun player to watch.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third, the center fielder.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
2-2. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. For the series, he's 3 for 12.
Aaron Judge.
From the stretch. Fouled away.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Here's the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Outside, 2-1. And the pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Trout is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. Hey guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Chapman swings, and this one's hit very well out to left. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. 46 now for him on the season, and the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter. Every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box now, Austin Riley in the air down the line in left. Leday is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
Batting it, the second baseman, Joe Morgan.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. Now here's the first offering, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1.
You get a swing like that, you know the hitter made up his mind he was swinging no matter what on that pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. That'll bring up Gary Sheffield. As you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. And it's 1-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And, guys, one thing I want you to be mindful of in this one. We were here early, pregame, watching these guys take extra reps, ground balls, throwing the ball across the diamond, fly ball, shag, and this team has the highest fielding percentage in the American League. And the amount of work that goes in playing stellar defense, and I think that's what makes this team really good.
Now the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Chapman's got it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
Up next, Bo Bichette. He comes into this one just 2 for 12 in the series to this point. Curveball inside corner, drops in for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Chopped towards the second baseman. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We've played 2 full. The A's lead it 1-0. And now in the box, Gary Carter, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. First delivery to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
We got a ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. The pitch.
2-2 to count.
Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Off the rocks and gone. The kid, Gary Carter, leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 28 on the season, and Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Acuna digs in now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 1-0. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. He creeps closer now. His 71st on the season. And the A's lead it now 3-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
So now to the plate, Marcus Semien. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1 on its way. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot for Marcus Semien. Home run number 54 thus far. As the A's have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 3 runs already home here. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Here's the 2-0.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Ball 3.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
The count is full.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette gathers it in. Now he'll look to third, but go to second. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second. Here's big Aaron Judge. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Judge absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup.
Yeah, and I think the common denominator of why he absolutely hammers left-handed pitching is the fact that he knows he can't get beat inside. He has that split second more to be able to execute his game plan knowing he's not going to get jammed.
You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball. Down.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
Ready. Here's the 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Now a move over to first. And the runner will get back standing. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You could either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Chapman swings, and this one's hit very well out to left. And this one is gone, a home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Stepping in now, Austin Riley. And he is tied up on a fastball there to start things out. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tackle right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game. Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
In now, Joe Morgan. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Struck out in his first at-bat. Oh-1, here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit. Now a long throw to third. Brown's throw will come in too late. He's in there at third.
Now batting, catcher, Gary.
And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next.
0-1 for
and there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. This, of course, his second appearance in the inning as they've now batted around. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Riley at third. Morgan is over at second with one down in the inning. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Ball one. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Pitch is way outside and he can't even get a glove on it. Throw to the plate and the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there as all of a sudden the inning is now over. But they strike here for 6 runs. 4 home runs in that half inning alone. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the A's 7 and the Angels nothing. Here's the young catcher Wilson Contreras. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Popped him up. Chapman shading to his right. 1 down. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Next to hit, J.J. Bleday. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 1-1 home. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly on to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, David Fletcher.
Digging in next, David Fletcher looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well-located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Fouled off. Again, another foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Simeon's there. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the A's offense with Oakland's manager.
So now here is Ronald Acuna. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
Marcus Simeon.
Standing in now, Marcus Simeon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home. A shot down the first baseline. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach, a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runners off for second. Hit in the air down the left field line. Leday has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Next, here is George Brett. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now here's the first offering. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Long throw to third. And he is in there. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Into the box, Andrew McCutcheon as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base. Fletcher is there, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
So the next to bat will be Aaron Judge, singled in his last at bat. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Seven runs on 12 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Next to hit is Matt Chapman. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
First pitch of the AB now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. A's threaten but leave him loaded. But they're still in control, 7-0. So here is Roberto Clemente back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
The first baseman, number 17, Keith Hernandez.
Into the box, Keith Hernandez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Nope.
And that misses 1-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Scooped up, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter, the center fielder, Mike Trout.
2 gone now for the Angels in the 4th. That brings up Mike Trout. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Set for the start of the inning, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Austin Riley. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
And some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
At the plate, Joe Morgan. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
To the plate now, Gary Carter. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. Now a long throw to third. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
And this is a nice decision here in the outfield. The run's going to score easily, but he sees he might have a shot at that guy taking third, so he gets off a really good throw to gun him down.
Into the box now, Ronald Acuna. The as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And it's fouled away. Carter leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Now to the plate, Marcus Semien. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Got a pretty good pitch to hit there and turned it into extra bases. And to me, this goes back to what we were saying about this reliever pitching longer than he's really used to. I do think he's fighting exhaustion right now.
In now, George Brett as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 home. And this one's in the dirt. And nearly had him going back to second, but he's able to sneak back in safely. Fouled away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a pickoff play at second, and he'll dive back in. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Still 2-2. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors. And 1 man left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. The A's lead this one 9-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Gary Sheffield. He's off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's 1 gone. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Next, it'll be Anthony Rendon. He bounced out last time up. First pitch of the AV on its way. Popped him up. Carter is under it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo.
Digging in will be Bo Bichette. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
2 out, nobody on. taken high and deep to right. Judge has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're down 9-0. Here's the cleanup hitter, Andrew McCutcheon, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Now here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. Around first, digging for two. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Matt Chapman steps in once more as we look back at the big game he's already had. He got off to a fast start with 2 homers in the early going. And that's the second out. Striding in for Oakland, Austin Riley is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate.
The catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hard hit at third. And the Halos have their first hit of the game.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
The batter will be J.J. Bleday. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Catch is made out there by McCutcheon, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 22.
Ready now for L.A. David Fletcher grounded out in his last at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
And there's out number 2.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
So now to the plate, Roberto Clemente. This is a ground ball down to third. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Angels lead 1. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Joe Morgan. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Line hard, deep into left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Into the box, Gary Carter. No balls and a strike to count. Morgan leads off second with nobody out. There's a chopper foul over to the right side. 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Now to bat, Ronald Acuna. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. First pitch on its way. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Guys, you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Matty, this is crazy. Dan, what does the pitching coach say at this point?
Right now, D-Roll, one thing he can't say is pick up that bullpen phone and look for reinforcements because this has gotten really ugly, and this is a nightmare for a pitching coach.
Marcus Semien is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he comes through on 0-2 as this pitch is driven into right. It's a base hit. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Plate now, George Brett. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And it's gone. George Brett scores a pair with that home run. Number 394 career as the blowout continues. So batting practice continues here today as they notch their 7th home run of the game.
Oh, Matty V, this has turned into a lopsided one here. How about this, D-Row? 7th home run of this game alone.
This is crazy. They knew coming in they had the lineup to do damage, but this is getting absolutely out of hand right now. This guy is missing over the heart of the plate. This trend could continue.
Scott Alexander comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping in now, Andrew McCutchen, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. That evens it up 1-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here's the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate, Aaron Judge. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1
Off
strike.
the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here it comes on 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Slider laid off for a ball. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Good battle. Count remains full. Another payoff pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Clemente will wait on it. And he will make the catch, so that'll do it. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Bottom of the 7th now from Anaheim. Get up and stretch. Oakland is on top in this one, 13-0. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Keith Hernandez. And now the first pitch.
1-0.
Swing and a liner. Acuna is there, and he has it for the 1st down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Now it'll be Mike Trout. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the AB now.
Nope, that's the ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here comes the 1-2. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. And there are 2 away now.
Now back, the designated hitter,
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Gary Sheffield. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
First pitch on its way. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only one strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Anthony Rendon is at the plate as he watches ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. In the air, down the line and left. McCutcheon gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Angels strand 1. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Ready to begin the 8th. And up next, the power-hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Alexander is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper. He does both.
Now the A's designated hitter, Austin Riley, who grounded out last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 24 home runs for him on the season as this lead got even wider. Almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Is this a live baseball game, or are they taking batting practice right now? Somebody help me out.
This is one of those D-roll where they say, hey, it's a good weather for a snowman, right? That 8 spot looks like it's snowman in the scorebook. 8 bombs so far in this game alone.
The catch rate number 8, Gary Carter.
So next to hit is Gary Carter. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. First delivery to him. Swing and a miss that time. Strike 1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over there.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. The A's lead this one 14-0.
Gonna be part-time loving, putting up some all-time numbers.
And now Bo Bichette. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
Hit down the 3rd baseline. And that's the first out. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their third hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Standing in now, J.J. Bourdais, taken in by Simeon, and that's the second out. At the plate now is David Fletcher. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. 1-0 the count. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Acuna giving chase, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. He's in at second safely, as also off of play, a run comes across to score.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
So now to the plate, Roberto Clemente, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center, and this will bang up against the wall. And the runner from second is in to score. And he's in safely to third, as a run will score on the play as well. And that brings up the former MVP, Keith Hernandez. He'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Simeon will put this one away, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 8 full. The A's lead this one 14-2. Now into box, Ronald Acuna. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Man, he's making a lot of noise in this one. He's feeling really locked in at the plate right now. We used to have a saying in the dugout, anybody could get 2. There ain't too many guys hitting north of 2 bombs in the game in the big leagues.
The 1-0 home misses for the second ball. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Man, talk about having a good game. Like most guys, this would be a good week. 4th hit of the game, and 2 of those D-Rose round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy these. These don't come around often, and he is taking full advantage.
Swing and a little tapper. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. And there's a base hit as well, as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the 9th. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Boy, they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day. George Brett swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Working on a good line in this ball game, 3 for 5 thus far. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Mariano Rivera comes on the pitch now, looking for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Andrew McCutcheon. He's got it. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Stepping in next, Aaron Judge. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. First pitch of the AB now. Shot to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Man, I think I've run out of superlatives to talk about their offensive production in this one. Some teams don't score 17 runs in a 4-game set, let alone in 1 game here. It's been incredible.
In now, Matt Chapman. And Judge is off and running. Pitch is high. The throw is not in time as it was up the ladder a bit, and that'll move a man into scoring position now with 1 away. The 1-0. Chapman swings, and this one's hit very well out to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
To plate now, Austin Riley, as he'll reach for 1 and come up empty for the first strike. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Comes set with the 0-1.
Great job right there, scrambling a nasty breaking ball off the plate.
A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 2nd of the game, as the blowout continues. Robert Gesellman enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Robert Gesellman.
At the plate, Joe Morgan. Out in front of it, strike 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A little bouncer.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. And there's out number 2. Next up is Gary Carter. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Into the box, Ronald Acuna, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Swing and it misses. He pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Bounce back.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
At the plate now, Marcus Semien, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. The 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Carter at second. Acuna at first. 2 out in the inning. And he misses 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
All even now, 2-2. From the stretch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Oakland is up. On top of this one, 20-2. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Mike Trout. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. Judge is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Gary Sheffield, who's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it, and that's in there. Base hit. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one
swung on by Rendon, and this is sent to deep left. And oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away. So next at bat will be Kovachik. And with two men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given all that he has, and I just don't see any sharpness left in his stuff at this point.
Well, the bullpen is active, so we'll see if they make the move soon. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
20-2 the final tally today. Oakland win for a 108th time, most in the division. Zach Greinke records his 18th win of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Julio Urias was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Big A this afternoon, 45,477. The Angels once again thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
Born Jan 26, 36, but I never the brick. When I shoot, I never break. When I shoot, I swish. Fourth quarter, 10 on the clock. Follow through is in the wrist. I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I'm about it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I bought it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I'm with it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, you dig it, Squad hustle like a relay, run it back like a replay. No time for that he say. I care about what she say. Self-care like eat, pray. Give thanks before I eat, pray. But tell a hater that I eat, pray. I'm like Miami where the heat stay. Got the focus like a sensei. Had to carve it out my own way. You ain't got the answers like Sway. Friday night just got paid. Bought a coat that's just suede. Leveled up like 12th grade. Sweetest taboo call me Sade. Black Bandit, you could call me Blade. Work hard, play hard, that's the motto. That's the motto. Pop, pop, that's the sound of the pop, pop. Wake up, grind hard, full throttle. Supreme good, shout out to Aristotle. Team winning, it was kinda hard to swallow, but we all give thanks. Mahalo, it's auto. Medical, we get it, and we gonna keep it up. We put the focus in our cup and just go. Yeah, so, yeah. I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I'm about it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I bought it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I'm with it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, you dig it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I'm about it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I bought it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I'm with it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, you dig it.
I'll do me and you do you. I say I'm yours, but I'm anybody else's. You say you're mine, but there's always someone else. All the disguise we're in love with being selfless. Let's make the most, say a toast before we melt. Don't do this to me. We're both so far gone. Yeah, tell right from wrong.
Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, Matt Chapman really cashed in at the dish with 3 hits and 6 RBIs as Oakland pushed past the Angels 20-2. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. In the standings, the Angels sit in second place in the American League West, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. And the Athletics are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The White Sox starting pitcher, number 10, grabbed his 13th win overall this year, leading the White Sox to victory over the Rangers 4-3. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. As of today, the White Sox are in third place in the AL Central. They trail first by 4 games. And the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Seattle Mariners totaled 11 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 4-3. As of right now, the Tigers are in 4th place in the AL Central, 9 games back. While the Mariners are in 4th place in the AL West, they're over 20 games out of first. The Jays racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 4-0. Heading into the day, the Yankees are in 3rd place in the AL East, 19 games out of first, while the Blue Jays are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Orioles relief pitcher, number 27, collected the victory in his 12th win, leading the Orioles to the win over the Twins 4-3. In the standings, the Orioles sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Twins are atop the AL Central, 2 games up on second place. Peter Solomon earned his first career big league win on the mound as the Brewers took down Atlanta 4-3. As of today, the Braves sit atop the NL East, 2 games up on second place, while the Brewers are in first place in the NL Central. They are enjoying a comfortable 9-game cushion. The San Diego Padres combined for 10 hits as a team as they manhandled the Mets 8-2. At the start of the day, the Mets are in last place in the NL East, 8 games out of first. And the Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West, 14 games back. Luis Castillo got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10, leading the Cubbies to a win over the Pirates 5-0. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. Entering the day's action, the Cubs sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Pirates are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Colorado Rockies had 12 hits as a team as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 12-3. Heading into the day, the Rockies are leading the National League West, 3.5 games ahead of second. And the Diamondbacks are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey. Whoa. Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all is in the street. Y'all take ministry. Y'all just sin and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like never mind. They playing with all of these and this is money, but never mind. That could probably never rhyme and still be $1 million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth is to keep it a buck. You play with me once and you dumped. The that I say when I'm done, you know I'm ignorant. I'm at my house party acting. Telling my guests that I don't use it. Then turn around and I do it again. Act like a saint, who am I to pretend? Asking the Lord to forgive all my sins with my fingers crossed behind my back with a grand. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
Cause they couldn't see me going very far. Now I be overseas with the mob. I get paid when I pass a bar, but I got no love for the law. I can't remember when I had a job. Back when they wouldn't build, now they bob. I still got paper tags on my car. Now I got gophers f***ing up my lawn. That is annoying. I'm picking my poison. You crabs in a barrel, while my lobster is boiling. I'm trying to avoid them, but they keep on coming for me. DMX, what they wanting from me? BMX, I ain't replied, ain't no love in the streets. Also, there wasn't no love in my home, so only get love when it's coming from me. Preach. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling they friends. I don't know who my friends. They like to pretend. Santa Monica Boulevard, I can't tell. Amen.
Swift blast of the raspy bass fashion that I provide. With the pure, for sure, unadulterated, uncut, raw, disgusting, busted. You wanna touch it too high, you forgot, you're not ready. Your head could get ruptured between the eyes. The pan, the lie, I supply the static with the bad guys, the villains, crooks, highlighters, and the fighters. See the big black picture if you look inside her. My mind is graphic, expressing, drastic.